Hello everyone, welcome to the Academia uh, Python. It's a very interesting language. It is uh, being getting popular day by day, and not because of its utility, but also because of its simplicity. And the intent of this video is to provide you some basics and introductory regarding Python. So we will know more about Python. If we start from its beginning, like from the uh, you know from where the idea came, like Python, where the you know inventor of Python. So from the beginning to this date, we will see the changes in the language and other things. So this is our agenda or our objective, and these are the challenges that we have to um, solve, like what is Python and its history, its features, uh, what are the reasons which it is getting popular day by day, and the processes of installation. And it's not a match or in the uh, competition between two languages, but yeah, we will also discuss a bit more about the differences between multiple languages like Python versus Java or other languages like C or C Sharp. And if possible, then I will give you some code example as well. So let's begin. What is a Python? Okay, so we all know that Python is a language, programming language. So in more uh, you know finest way, we can say that Python is a widely used general purpose high level programming language, and it is interpreted. So it is like the way you think, the way you say, the way you speak, the way you write, it will you know uh, adopt your language and give you the answers as per your interpretations. And the Python programming language is a object oriented language, which means that it can you know relate to the real world entities. Okay, so it is uh, it in advance, it is being used in real time frame algorithms and other things. So this is the first introduction and basics. So we will limit ourselves to the definitions, and we will talk more about definition when we advance ourselves to the uh, uh, you know in next classes. So also it is a dynamically typed because it carries out type checking runtime. So um, we type it dynamically, and also uh, it you know it will be checked being runtime, and I will show how it works. Okay, so let's come to the next slide, which talks about its history. And the Python's history is very interesting. Like Godio started implementing Python at CWI, okay, in Netherlands, December 1989. And before this first implementation, this language was conceived in, I think, late 80s, uh, and the name of Python came from a very famous TV show, which was Monty Python's Flying Circus. And Godio was very inspired, and he was like uh, fan of Monty Python's Flying Circus. So that's why he named his creativity like Python. So we all started calling this language as Python, and this was also a successor to the ABC programming language, and at that time it was compatible with Amoeba OS. So later on, October 16 in year 2000, the next version of Python released, the Python 2.0, and it had many major new features, including cycle detecting, garbage collector, or memory management, and support for Unicode. And these things were like uh, the revolution to this language. So it was then being used in many advanced languages and advanced programmings to like which is basically implemented in many data mining thing and crypto thing. So we will also talk about this later. And then next version of Python 3.0 released in December 3, 2008, and from then to now it is every day, not every day, like uh, frequently the versions of Python are available to the market or to its website. So now we will discuss something related to its features. And the first feature, we can say that it is easy to write, read, and learn. Python is called exactly, it is a beginner friendly language. Exactly. You can start at least with this particular programming language. You can start writing basics program within R, and that is not a miracle. It is all its simplicity. So anyone can start writing at least the simplest program with the using of Python. So I will let you know how you can write your first programming uh, first program on Python. So the next advantage of this is that it is a free and open source. You can, if you have a laptop, then you can download it from the Python's website, and which is open and available for everyone. And the Python supports to any version of uh, you know Windows or any other operating systems. And it is a dynamic type, which means that if you want to share it, you don't need to change the code and the format of your written program language. So if you will share it to other person who is using different OS or the different version of Windows, so you don't need to change anything. That is self adapted. It will self acclimatize itself, and it will run similarly as, or work similarly as it works on your system or on your engine. So this will make no sense to change anything to the current programming language. That is, it is a very dynamic type and portable, and large standard library. It has a very wide range of library and lots of implementation, so you don't have to write code for every words or every task or every line. Okay. The, the standard library will uh, easily separate the things and fix the things from the library, and like the regular expressions, documentation generator using testing, web browsers, threading, database, mails, image manipulation, and etc. So these are the facilities and features of this uh, language. We call it Python. Let's come to the next slide, which is reason for increasing popularity. As I told you earlier, that why it is increasing popularity, because of its simplicity and emphasis on code readability, shorter codes, ease of writing. Like if you are suppose that if you are writing a code on other language and which is taking um, suppose that an hour, and that hour will shake you, that hour will you know give you many stress. And similarly, if you will go and start writing your program over Python, and then it will uh, take very few time and save your day, save your time, and keep your keep you calm and relax. That is why we use Python in complex programming and different kind of uh, algorithm writings. Okay, so programs can express logical concepts in fewer lines, as I told you, in comparison to other languages. Python supports multiple programming like OOPS or imp- imperative and functional programming or other programming. Okay, so in this language, many inbuilt functions, available functions, which frequently use the concepts and which actually promote the philosophy, which is simplicity is the best. So we need to keep it simple, and when we will advance to the other. So this is the link, python.org.download. So you can simply use this link and download the version. And in next video, I will let you know how to download the Python and install it. And next, we will. So these are the differences of Python versus Java, and why. Because in index I mentioned that Python versus Java, so we must need to talk. So if we talk about Python, that Python is a dynamically type number one. Okay, so type one. So in this, no need to declare anything. An assignment or a statement binds a name to object, and the object can be any type. And second, no type casting required when using container objects. And when similarly for the same thing, if we talk about Java, and then statically type one, all variable names along their types, from which type they are, from which group they are, must be explicitly declared. And attempting to assign an object the wrong type to variable names triggers a type exception. And in other words, typecasting is required when using container object. When we come to Python, the expression are very the expressions or the implementation or the writing can be done in a very lesser words or in a fewer lines. But in Java, it can vary, which depends on the variables and other things. Okay, and Python is a very compact, because uh, it if you focus on previous points and my words, then you can you know differentiate that how it is compact and beneficial than other programs like Java. So this is it, and this is the example of Python and Java. This particular program is for uh, Python, and for Java you need to write this much of line. And let me show you an example of um, I hope you can see this. So this is the hello world. Okay, so let's start writing few programs. So simply this is the line, and we need to just run this, and in output you can see here hello world. And also I'm going to add some more line. And sorry, if you writing a program and the color remains white, you need to focus on that. Okay, you can see that the color, these two colors are different. Okay, so it means that our written program is in a right format. So then if we will run this, you can say hello world, welcome to academia. So these two lines I wrote here, and in after running we can see that our output. So this is it, and in next video I will uh, share more informations. And if you want to know more about Python, please comment and add your views, so that I will share my knowledge or idea regarding this Python. And that's it. So thank you very much. And there is a thumbs up in some corner. Use that. That is for you, and it will boost our morale to make videos. And after a very long time I am making a video, you can, if you can check the time span or the playlist last video, so you can easily differentiate. And thank you for watching this and coming to my channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye.